What is up, guys? It's Mimi, the ALE Double X Prince. I know my location looks weird, but my room flooded, so I've been having to move to locations in the basement. Don't worry, I do have a place to sleep, the living room, unfortunately. But I just hope everybody's doing safe. I was gonna come here and talk about WrestleMania 36, do all this stuff, but I kind of want to talk about that in a separate video. I decided to do something fun, rebooking, because this is what my channel's popular for, apparently. We'll do a rebooking of WrestleMania 34. WrestleMania that I thought was pretty solid. It could have been a lot better if that main event didn't ruin it. Unfortunately, excuse me for 1 second. Yep, sorry about that. I just need to keep the ticking going just so we could keep going with the show and stuff. But yeah, this is basically going to be a rebooking of WrestleMania 34, and I actually have a lot of matches, but because there is a lot of matches in this show, I decided to make some matches shorter than others because I have 3 pre-show matches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 matches on the main show. So 12 matches and 3 on the pre-show. That's 15 matches total. So let's just get on with it. But by the way, some matches would be squash matches, and there's no problem with having squash matches unless that you have a good moment. And I'll explain that in a few of the matches that will be short and to the point. I decided that I would do the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal first. The winner will be Drew McIntyre. He's coming to the main roster. The Andre Battle Royal will put him on notice, and then the next year he faces Roman Reigns. So maybe Drew McIntyre is going to do some big things. Cedric Alexander vs Mustafa Ali. Keep the match the same. Maybe you can go a little bit longer, less commercial breaks during the match. And yeah, we'll do Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander. Keep that the exact same. Then the Fabulous Moolah Memorial Battle Royal. I know I got controversy, so that's why I decided to change it to the China Memorial Battle Royal because I can. And the winner will be Becky Lynch because she would go from the Battle Royal winner to the man. So Becky Lynch would be the perfect choice for this victory, especially knowing where she goes afterwards. Then we open the main show, and then we have an Intercontinental Championship match between The Miz and Finn Balor, just Finn Balor. The storyline would be that Finn Balor has got the upper, or what's his face? The Miz has the upper advantage against Finn Balor. He beat him in the Gauntlet match. Finn Balor eliminates The Miz from the Chamber. The Miz is mad. He's pissed off. He should have fought the Universal Champion, but unfortunately he won't. That's when The Miz challenges Finn Balor to a one-on-one match for the IC Championship, not at WrestleMania, but on Raw. They go one-on-one. Miz wins because The Miz thinks that Finn Balor does not deserve a WrestleMania moment, and which infuriates Finn Balor. He beats Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas back-to-back. He just beats the crap out of The Miz, and Miz says, fine, you want a rematch at WrestleMania? Fine. But no, if you lose, no more rematches. So sure enough, we have The Miz come out. Bo and Curtis Axel are there. Then we have Gallows and Anderson come out with a bunch of kids with Balor Club t-shirts, but the Balor Club t-shirts are colored in rainbow, representing the LGBTQ, since that's the point. Then Gallows and Anderson do this like the NWO. And then Finn Balor comes out as the Demon. Quickly, Gallows and Anderson take care of the Miztourage. The Miz is like a little scared, but he's trying to be tough. Finn Balor does his move, the kick to the turnbuckle, and then he does the stomp. And it's a quick squash match. Finn Balor becomes your new Intercontinental Champion, and then he gives tribute to Ultimate Warrior like he did in 35. It will be a cool moment to have that happen. Like I said, if the match is short, you're gonna need a big moment like this one. So that's what will make this stand out really quickly. Then we have Charlotte Flair versus Asuka. Keep it the exact same way. I thought that was a good match. A lot of people didn't like it. Personally, I thought it was one of the best matches on the real card, so I'd keep that the exact same. And yes, I would have Charlotte beat Asuka, breaking the streak. But when Carmella cashes in, Asuka beats her at Extreme Rules, leading up to a match between Carmella, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte at SummerSlam. So I won't completely bury Asuka. I know how to handle my talent when I see talent. Next up is Rusev Day. Randy Orton versus Rusev versus Baron Corbin. I sense people like to throw people in there. We'll do basically the guy. It could be like a mini Bryan Batista Orton feud where Randy Orton the champion, Batista the guy WWE wants, aka Baron Corbin, and Daniel Bryan the guy the fans want, aka Rusev. It could be like a mini WrestleMania 30 feud, a rehash. It could be a fun mid-card match, and the winner eventually would be Rusev, because Baron Corbin hits Rusev with his signature move. Oh no, Baron Corbin hits Randy Orton with his signature move, but then Rusev kicks Baron Corbin. He does the camel clutch. Baron Corbin taps out, and Rusev is your new US champion. A big moment for Rusev since he was the most over of this entire match. Next, mixed tag team match: Kurt Angle, Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. The best match of the real card. Why not keep this the same? It will be a great match. Keep it the exact same way. The best celebrity match ever in the history of WrestleMania. So it will be great to have this match, and Ronda Rousey stands tall. Next up, The Bar versus Woken Matt Hardy. Basically, we do the exact same feud with The Bar and Braun Strowman, where you don't know who the hell is going to be Matt Hardy's tag team partner. And then we find out at WrestleMania who it is. It's Matt Hardy and the new Bray Wyatt. He looks more like Jeff Hardy during his Woken or during his Broken era. He looks kind of like that. And this, we'll give it like 5 minutes. And you can do a lot with 5 minutes. And the guy who gets the pinfall is Bray Wyatt, because this will definitely get him more over. Bray Wyatt pinning Sheamus. And then Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt are your new Woken Tag Team Champions. So that will be another great moment. Next up, No Holds Barred, Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, WrestleMania 34. Yes, I changed the main event a little bit. You kind of guess what it is by now. Depends on what thumbnail I use, but this is what I would do for Roman Reigns. I think this would be a great match to have. Basically, Roman Reigns has never beaten Braun Strowman fair and square. He wants to prove himself. Well, more than that, Braun Strowman wants to be on the card, so what better way than to beat the guy who ended The Undertaker's career. And because for general purpose, I think Roman Reigns should go over. At least this way, one, we could finally turn Roman Reigns heel, and two, we could give the WWE happy. You kind of have to compromise with WWE if you want to get things your way. So Roman Reigns beats Braun Strowman. Whoop-de-doo. At least it'll be a great match. You can't disagree with that, and especially if it's no holds barred. So next up, we have a fatal 4-way match for the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Bobby Roode and Chad Gable team up. Shelton Benjamin never comes back. Instead, we do Bobby Roode and Chad Gable because that was a great duo. I would call them the Glorious Ones. Then I'd have the New Day and the Usos and the Bludgeon Brothers walking in as tag team champions. I would have Fastlane, the Usos beat the Bludgeon Brothers beat the Usos, and then at WrestleMania, Bludgeon Brothers want all the tag teams. So what better way than to put all of the 3 top tag teams at WrestleMania 34? And it will be a good match to have. It could be 10 minutes, 8 minutes at best. Just a good match to have, and then the Bludgeon Brothers stand tall. So then you have it like that. Next up, John Cena versus Samoa Joe. Yes, The Undertaker retires in my universe. I think it's the best way to do it. So yes, John Cena and Samoa Joe, they have a great match. Probably the match of the night. It could be easily a 5-star classic. And because Samoa Joe eventually does fight for the WWE Championship later this year, I'd have Samoa Joe go over because John Cena doesn't need a big victory against Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe needs a victory more than Cena. So it will be a nice match and probably the best match of the year. Or the best match of the night, I should say. Next up, Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. The feud. This is probably the best feud going into WrestleMania, so I would have that go on. Keep it the exact same way with Shane McMahon starting the match. Daniel Bryan, not sure if he can compete. He gets the hot tag, and then we have Daniel Bryan have his big moment. Taps out Sami Zayn, and we all leave happy. Yay! Next up, Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss. Story similar of like how Nia Jax was bullied by Alexa Bliss. Basically, we'll make Alexa Bliss use Nia Jax. I would have Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax be tag teaming from SummerSlam or from who knows when. But they never touch, they never go back and forth with each other. They completely start teaming in SummerSlam. Eventually, Nia Jax gets jealous of Alexa Bliss, and Alexa Bliss like just using her. So Nia Jax said, "Fuck that, I want the belt." And sure enough, the match starts. Alexa Bliss is trying to be cool with it, but because throughout the show we find out that Alexa Bliss is talking shit about Nia Jax just yells. Alexa Bliss tries to run away. Nia Jax just grabs her. Body slams her. 1, 2, 3. Nia Jax wins. Quick squash. Good moment. Not gonna lie, a lot of people like this moment. A lot of people hate to admit that they enjoyed that moment, so I'd do it this way. A lot shorter and a lot easier to deal with. Next up for the WWE Championship, Royal Rumble winner AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. For the WWE Championship, the feud would be different for sure. The feud needed to be good. Basically, I would have Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles be teaming up, being friends, and they should have been friends since the beginning, not since whenever the hell they felt like it. And eventually, by the way, just a quick timeout. If you guys want to know what I would do with Jinder Mahal, look at Wrestle Talk Adam Blaimped, how he booked Jinder Mahal's title reign. I would do the exact same way with AJ Styles winning at SummerSlam and holding it from SummerSlam to now. Shinsuke Nakamura is working in the mid-card division with Kevin Owens being the U.S. champion. He loses the U.S. belt to Randy Orton, a top guy. Shinsuke Nakamura, he said, "Yes, I lost the U.S. belt, but now I want the big gold. So I want to be the top star. I came here from Japan." And this could be a good story of like how he could be the first Japanese World Heavyweight Champion or WWE Champion, whatever you want to call it. AJ Styles, he said, "Yeah, but I need to prove a point because we fought at New Japan, and I lost in arguably the greatest match of my career. Now I'm ready to beat you for reals this time." And now we get a good feud out of it. The entrances, keep them the same. Make the match go 20 minutes. I guarantee you they will have a classic. And AJ Styles wins. Shinsuke Nakamura was going to give him the belt and then low blows him because this feud could have continued. Especially, I love the way it ended, so I'll definitely keep that. Then we have an Elias segment, just so we cool off the fans. Elias says he's finally got his concert. Basically the same thing with WrestleMania 35 where he's ready. But instead of John Cena coming out, we get the American Badass Taker coming out. One last time, one last ride. Beats Elias up, and then Undertaker gets a good moment. And Kid Rock sings to Undertaker's entrance. Why have Kid Rock in the Hall of Fame if he's not gonna do that? So we kind of waste a good little moment to keep the crowd excited. Just a quick brief segment so we could cool off the fans just a little bit for the main event. Brock Lesnar, Universal Champion, #1 contender, Seth Rollins. I think they should have gone right off the bat with Seth Rollins because it made a lot of sense for him to go for the WWE Universal Championship. Because Brock Lesnar's been on a dominant role. Seth Rollins said, I'm going to make this Monday Night Rollins after teaming up with all these people from Dean Ambrose to Kurt Angle's illegitimate son, Jason Jordan. I'm ready to be at the main event again. At the gauntlet match, we keep the gauntlet match the same. Then at the Elimination Chamber match, we do Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Braun Strowman be the final 3. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins team up like the Shield to beat Braun Strowman. They both take a pin, Braun Strowman, and then they briefly fight each other. You think that Roman Reigns is going to win, but then Seth Rollins gets the upper advantage, does the curb stomp, not once, but twice, just to make sure he beats Roman Reigns. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins is facing Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. It makes sense for Brock Lesnar to go in at WrestleMania against someone people desperately want to see him win. Roman Reigns is like, yeah, okay, fine, he's gonna get the belt off of Brock Lesnar, but he didn't. And then you make him fight at SummerSlam just so you like it. Oh shit, that scared me. The light went out. The video's almost over, anyways. But yeah, so I would do Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins. Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins, and basically do the SummerSlam match that we had at 2019, the exact same match. It was the best story told. And you think that Brock Lesnar is going to walk out at WrestleMania as champion, but Seth Rollins surprised us, and Seth Rollins becomes the Universal Champion. He stands tall. I think we needed a man that people want to see win, so what better way than Seth Rollins? Anyways, I'll wrap it up. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's me, the ALE Prince. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. What did you guys think of my rebooking? I'll leave a link down to Londrick's channel because he inspired this video to happen. So anyways, check it out, and until then, I'm out.